Hi there, I'm François from Tresle. In this video, we are going to show you how to use Tresle's Template Non-Disclosure Agreement, or NDA. As you may know, after a buyer finds a business they're interested in purchasing, they will request contact with the seller. Once the seller accepts the request, both parties will be able to communicate freely with each other through Tresle's secure messaging service. Naturally, a prospective buyer will ask questions that require the disclosure of confidential information from the seller. Before answering such questions, a seller might be compelled to request the buyer to sign an NDA. A non-disclosure agreement, or NDA, is a legal contract between two or more parties that highlights a set of confidential material or information that the respective parties wish to share but wish to keep private from the outside world, i.e., parties not included in the agreement. For sellers, Tresle provides an already made template digital NDA to easily fill and send to the buyer. Here is how it works. Step 1. The seller initiates the NDA. For this demonstration, I will show who both sides can utilize an NDA on Tresle, a seller and a buyer. From the seller's point of view, they can access the NDA by clicking on the yellow file icon on the bottom left here, and then click the bolded non-disclosure agreement option right on top. They will then be able to read the NDA and fill in each of the required fields. In this case, it is only the seller name and the additional terms section. Step 2. The buyer reviews and signs the NDA. Once the NDA is initiated by the seller, the buyer will receive a notification that the document has been sent to them for their review. From here, the buyer will access the document and either sign it or make any necessary adjustments or edits. If the buyer signs the document, it will then be sent back to the seller for the final signature. If the buyer inserts any edits, the document will be sent back to the seller for them to confirm all updates made. This process can repeat itself until terms are agreed upon and the buyer signs the NDA. After the buyer signs the NDA, there will be no more opportunities for any party to edit the document. Remember, both parties can still access Tresle's messaging system throughout this process in order to streamline their communications. Step 3. The seller signs the NDA. Lastly, the NDA will be considered complete when the seller signs it. Once signed, the document is saved and posted to the correlating match conversation, and the PDF version becomes available on each party's Tresle account to be saved, downloaded, or printed if desired. Note that a signed NDA or contract, digital or not, is valuable evidence of an agreement between parties around common terms. Without such agreements, it can be difficult to determine exactly which conditions were actually agreed upon in the event of a dispute. Hence, we encourage Tresle users to utilize this feature as it can be beneficial to your success. This concludes the video. Thank you for watching, and for more information regarding this and other buyer or seller related topics, please check out our help center or reach out to us via email at hello@tresle.com. Goodbye.